Hello and welcome to this video where we will learn how to use the Plastic SEM plugin for Unity. The Plastic SEM plugin for Unity is a free plugin that allows you to invoke Plastic SEM commands. You can check in and undo pending changes, you can get notified of incoming changes and update your workspace. There is a workflow that fits your needs. You can use Gluon mode, which is better suited for artists, and developer mode, a workflow suited for programmers that allows you to have more control over branches, divs, etc. In this video, we will focus on Gluon mode, the same power of Plastic, but in a simplified way of working. I'm starting here with a Unity project, with all assets and fully functional. First, we need to go to the asset store and search for the Plastic SEM plugin. Then we simply download it and import it into our project. After it is successfully imported, we can now open a new window by going to Window Plastic SEM. I'm going to dock this window next to my inspector, but you can dock it wherever you want. First, I will set a repository name, but I want to create a new one, so I press the New Repository button, and I'm going to name my repository Lost Script Game. And then I will select the cloud organization that I want to use. I use this one named Unity Games. I then set a name for my workspace and a path on my local disk. In this example, to use Gluon mode, I'm selecting the option that says that I'm an artist. I just want to check in and forget. I create my workspace. You see here that I have all my project's assets as pending changes. I want to check in my assets into the cloud, so I will add a comment saying something like added project's assets and then check in. Then Plastic will start uploading those files to the cloud. After it's done, I can do a couple of things. I can configure Gluon. For example, if I was just working on certain assets, I could unload the ones that I don't need. I will leave them all loaded as I need them for my Unity project. I can also launch Gluon from the plugin. We see that everything is under version control and it's all okay. What I'm going to do now is to make some cosmetic changes to my game. I will scale the tree a bit. Also, I want to change the color of my light over here. So I change the color to a bluish color and then I save my scene. The Plastic plugin is telling me that there are some outgoing changes, so I'm going to check in those changes. I'll add a message describing what I just modified. I can continue modifying my art assets. Like this concept art image, I will open it and edit the color and then save it. Again, I have some outgoing changes that I will check in with some comments. Now, let's assume that another artist in my team made some modifications to other art assets. My Plastic plugin is telling me that there are some incoming changes, so I update my workspace. Let's take a look at those incoming changes. I right-click on the asset and then select the div option. You see on the left what I have locally and the changed version on the right. We have the swipe option to inspect the differences, but we also have some other visualizations options to see what changed. I like the changes, so I update my workspace and now the changes are in my workspace. Finally, there are times where I make changes that I don't want to check in or that were accidentally added. Gluon allows me to undo those changes using the undo function. So in this case, I have my noise texture. Maybe accidentally I moved that from one folder to the other one. I can go to the plugin window and on pending changes, we have the button to undo changes. So I click on that. and all those changes disappear. So that was the introduction to the plastic plugin for Unity using Gluon mode. I hope it was useful.